This is John Nephew, and I'm talking with John Gunyou, who is the candidate for Lieutenant Governor on the ticket with Margaret Anderson Kelliher. And Mr. Gunyou has a wonderful background as a city manager and also as a finance director, commissioner of finance for the state of Minnesota in the past under the Carlson administration, if I recall correctly. So I'd like to ask you, Mr. Gunyou, tell us about your thoughts on the relationship between the state and local governments, particularly cities.
John, I think it's the worst I've seen in years. I spent the better part of 30 years working in and for local governments. And one of the first things that Margaret and I talked about when we won the DFL endorsement was that trying to restore that relationship is we've been treated in local governments like adversaries and lobbyists rather than partners. And as those of us that have worked in local governments for such a long time understand, we're basically provide the meat and potato services that people depend on. Police protection, fire protection, streets, roads, those sorts of things. And the state has really, I think, not treated us as partners, especially in the last 8 to 10 years during the Gunyou administration. So one of my objectives, in fact that's what I'm working on all summer, is traveling around the state, meeting with mayors and city council members and county and city administrators to talk about how we can restore that trust in the state. As you know, now we have this situation where even when the legislature appropriates the funding, we can't depend on the governor to actually issue the checks. And we find ourselves halfway through the budget year trying to deal with major changes, and it's very difficult to make those adjustments halfway through the year.
Thank you.